everybody, it's Amy from the Run, Eat, Drink podcast at runeatdrink.net. Welcome to South Oldham High School in Crestwood, Kentucky, just a few minutes outside of Louisville. We're here to run the Joggin for Frogmen 5K and help support the Navy SEALs Foundation. Here we go, here we go. It's the Joggin for Frogmen 5K. You know, I think this is the first 5K where we've actually started on a track. Really? Isn't that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's nice, it's paved, it's flat.
Yeah. Well, hey, here's mile 3. Not really. I'm just kidding. Like, we're so fast. No. There are so many people here who are part of military families, service men and women, both active and retired, duty, and it's so inspiring. It gives you chills just to think about all that they do for us so that we can come and do this with you all. We're just done with mile 1, and we're starting to see just how big the South Oldham campus is. It is a high school, a middle school, and did you say there was an elementary school?
I believe elementary's here as well.
Yeah, and so the race course is all contained within the school's campus. People are so friendly. The weather is amazing.
64 degrees this morning.
Yes.
A little overcast.
The humidity. Can we talk about how there's no humidity? There's no humidity. Thank goodness for the downhill.
Why, thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers. Mile 2. We have just hit mile 2. I think we're headed to a little bit of space on the course that is actually technically off the school campus. It's been a great morning. Now, on to mile 3.
Thank you.
This is a great race for an amazing cause. The Navy SEALs Foundation. Just wait until you see the medal. And even though we've known these people for what, an hour, it's such a community feel. It's amazing. If you have one of these Joggin for Frogmen 5Ks in your town, they do them in California, Florida, Kentucky, go to jogginforfrogmen.com, find a race like this, and you will be inspired and support a great cause. So we're gonna run it in for the Navy SEALs Foundation. That is the Joggin for Frogmen 5K. We just crossed the finish line, and look at this medal. It's amazing. The red, white, and blue, the frogmen, and the clever part is it's a bottle opener. So we've accomplished, and when we explore and indulge, this could come in handy. We're gonna talk with some amazing people and celebrate this accomplishment to support the Navy SEALs Foundation. Hey there, we just ran the Joggin for Frogmen 5K here in Crestwood, Kentucky at South Oldham High School, and we're here with the media manager for the event that supports the Navy SEALs Foundation, Mr. Steve Watkins. Thank you for taking time to talk with us on the podcast here, the Run, Eat, Drink podcast today. Tell us a little bit about Joggin for Frogmen.
Okay, this event is held throughout the country. I think there's only about 5, 6, 7 places it's being run, and there's plenty of opportunities for more of these. The big ones are in San Diego and Virginia Beach because that's where the West Coast and East Coast SEAL teams are stationed. So it's an event to raise money for an organization called the Navy SEAL Foundation, a 501c3 charity that raises money to support the families of fallen SEALs and naval special warfare operators, and also those who've been injured. And they also support, it's mostly their families. Sometimes if they're injured, they'll support the operators as well. But they do so much. They provide travel money for things like funerals at the last minute, relatives that can't make it, or people who don't have funding through the regular Navy channels. The Navy does a lot for the next of kin, but other people who still are important to the family can't always be funded. And if it's a legitimate claim, the Navy SEAL Foundation just bridges the gap and provides a lot of funds. They also provide scholarships for the children of the fallen warriors. They provide retreats for couples when the soldiers are returning. There's a lot of attention to reintegrate, as a family, and they have getaway retreats, totally paid for. So, I mean, I can go on and on, but that's the kind of stuff they do for these families. And, these are our most elite warriors. They're going into, like, hornet's nests every day downrange. And so we feel good about it. Being a former SEAL, I guess I'm a bit biased, but no, that's the cause. So we call it Joggin for Frogmen because the old UDT frogmen were in World War II, and that became the Navy SEALs in the 60s in the Vietnam era. So those are kind of our ancestors. So that's the frogmen idea. So, anyway.
And your race here has raised a significant amount of money for the Navy SEALs Foundation, yes?
Yeah, it's significant in my book. I mean, I'm not rich, but we raised over $100,000 in 5 years, and I mean, it's a small. We're not like San Diego or Virginia Beach, but it makes you feel really good when you start seeing year after year. You keep at it, and now we just broke 100,000 this year, so we're really happy about it.
It's fantastic, and we have to say thank you for your service, and to all of you out there who have served in the military, Navy SEALs, and the families. What the Navy SEALs Foundation does is amazing. What this race does to help raise funds to support this cause is amazing, and we are just so glad and so happy to be a part of it. We want our audience to know, if they go to jogginforfrogmen.com, and we'll post this in the show notes, you can find a race near you. There was one in Amelia Island, and
Pittsburgh next week is Pittsburgh.
Next week is Pittsburgh, and it's a great cause to support. And this was such an amazing race that you put on. Seriously, the community feel. I mean, we just met everybody here a couple of hours ago,
right.
And you all made us feel almost like family. So thank you so much for that. Really, visit the website and support this great cause. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thanks for everything you do. Cheers.
We're here in the VIP lounge sponsored by Jefferson's Reserve. It is a part of our Beyond VIP package right here at Bourbon and Beyond. We already have the kombucha punch and an old-fashioned to kick off our day here, day one of the Bourbon and Beyond Festival. There's live music playing. There's a little bit of rain outside, so we're in our VIP bar lounge area.
watching some Lark and Poe. Later on, we're gonna have some Sheryl Crow, some Lenny Kravitz. We're gonna have some outstanding bourbon from all sorts of distilleries. Angel's Envy, Buffalo Trace, Maker's Mark.
You name it.
You name it. We have access to it. And we're so excited to be here and to show you what you can drink from Kentucky, even when you're in your own backyard, in your own home. And if you come to Louisville and you want to experience some good eats, we have some local stuff here that we're going to try and let you know exactly what the delicious eats are that you should be indulging in. Whiskey Row, a historic part of Louisville. Right behind me, we have Peerless Distilling, and right across the way, we have Old Forester Distilling. Behind me, a little bit further down, we have Angel's Envy, and behind my cameraman, we also have Evan Williams. So this part of town has so much to offer in terms of finding a nice bourbon to share with you. Even though Bourbon and Beyond had to be canceled on day 2 due to inclement weather, those organizers put our safety first. We're gonna put you all first, and we're gonna accomplish, explore, and indulge here in Kentucky. We got that accomplishment down. We ran that Joggin for Frogmen 5K. Now we're going to explore what Whiskey Row has to offer and indulge a little bit so you know what to do when you visit Louisville, Kentucky.